The solar system. The solar system has 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Inner planets. The first 4 planets from the Sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These inner planets are also known as terrestrial planets because they have solid surfaces. Outer planets. The giant planets in our solar system don't have hard surfaces and instead have swirling gases above a core. Jupiter and Saturn are gas giants. Uranus and Neptune are ice giants. Time to explain them one by one. Planet Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. It is only slightly larger than the Earth's moon. It has many craters like the moon. From the surface of Mercury, the Sun would appear more than 3 times as large as it does when viewed from Earth, and the sunlight would be as much as 11 times brighter. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun but is not the hottest planet in the solar system because of its thin atmosphere. That title belongs to the second closest planet to the Sun, that is Venus, because of its dense atmosphere. Mercury is the fastest planet, zipping around the Sun every 88 Earth days. Mercury is appropriately named for the swiftest of the ancient Roman gods. Planet Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and Earth's closest planetary neighbor. Venus is the third brightest object in the sky after the Sun and the Moon. Venus spins slowly in the opposite direction from most planets. Venus is similar in structure and size to Earth and is sometimes called Earth's evil twin. Its thick atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in our solar system with surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead. Below the dense, persistent clouds, the surface has volcanoes and deformed mountains. Planet Earth. Our home planet, Earth, is a rocky terrestrial planet. It has a solid and active surface with mountains, valleys, canyons, plains, and so much more. Earth is special because it is an ocean planet. Water covers 70% of Earth's surface. Earth's atmosphere is mostly of nitrogen and plenty of oxygen for us to breathe. The atmosphere also protects us from incoming meteoroids, most of which break up before they can hit the surface. Planet Mars. Mars is no place for the faint-hearted. It's dry, rocky, and bitter cold. The fourth planet from the Sun, Mars, is one of Earth's 2 closest planetary neighbors. Venus is the other. Mars is one of the easiest planets to spot in the night sky. It looks like a bright red point of light. Despite being inhospitable to humans, robotic explorers like NASA's Perseverance rover are serving as pathfinders to eventually get humans to the surface of the red planet. Planet Jupiter. Jupiter is a world of extremes. It's the largest planet in our solar system. If it were a hollow shell, 1,000 Earths could fit inside. It's also the oldest planet, forming from the dust and gases left over from the Sun's formation 4.5 billion years ago. But it has the shortest day in the solar system, taking only 10.5 hours to spin around once on its axis. Jupiter's signature stripes and swirls are actually cold, windy clouds of ammonia and water floating in an atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. The dark orange stripes are called belts, while the lighter bands are called zones, and they flow east and west in opposite directions. Jupiter's iconic Great Red Spot is a giant storm bigger than Earth that has raged for hundreds of years. The king of planets was named for Jupiter, king of the gods in Roman mythology. Most of its moons are also named for mythological characters, figures associated with Jupiter or his Greek counterpart Zeus. Planet Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest planet in our solar system. Like fellow gas giant Jupiter, Saturn is a massive ball made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Saturn is not the only planet to have rings, but none are as spectacular or as complex as Saturn's. Saturn also has dozens of moons. From the jets of water that spray from Saturn's moons Enceladus to the methane gas on smoggy Titan, the Saturn system is a rich source of scientific discovery and still holds many mysteries. Planet Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun and it's the third largest planet in our solar system, about 4 times wider than Earth. The diameter at its equator is 31,763 miles, 51,120 kilometers. Uranus is a very cold and windy planet. It is surrounded by faint rings and more than 2 dozen small moons as it rotates at a nearly 90-degree angle from the plane of its orbit. This unique tilt makes Uranus appear to spin on its side. Uranus is blue-green in color due to large amounts of methane, which absorbs red light but allows blues to be reflected back into space. The atmosphere is mostly hydrogen and helium but also includes large amounts of water, ammonia, and methane. Planet Neptune. Dark, cold, and whipped by supersonic winds, giant Neptune is the eighth and most distant major planet orbiting our Sun. More than 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth, Neptune is not visible to the naked eye. In 2011, Neptune completed its first 165-year orbit since its discovery. The planet's rich blue color comes from methane in its atmosphere, which absorbs red wavelengths of light but allows blue ones to be reflected back into space. Neptune was the first planet located through mathematical calculations using predictions sent to him by French astronomer Urbain Le Verrier based on disturbances in the orbit of Uranus. German astronomer John Gale was the first to observe the planet in 1846. The planet is named after the Roman god of the sea, as suggested by Le Verrier.